This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti, Ololade. The major headlines. 2027 polls won't be 100% perfect, INEC chair warns. Iran-US conflict may raise Nigeria's fuel prices. ICPC recovers wiretapping equipment from El-Rufai. Army Major, 10 terrorists killed in foiled attacks on military bases. Sports, Osimhen nets goal number 10 in Super League. Falcons fall to Cameroon in pre-WAFCON friendly. Entertainment, gospel singer Taiwo Adebodu twins dies. King Michi's management retracts death news, says she's okay. News in detail. 2027 polls won't be 100% perfect, INEC chair warns. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amukunton, has assured Nigerians that the commission has the capacity to electronically transmit election results in 2027, but cautioned that it may not be able to guarantee a 100% perfect election. Amukunton spoke on Sunday at the Citizens Town Hall program aired live on major television networks and tagged Electoral Action 26, what it means for your votes and 2027 elections. The live electoral debate was anchored by popular presenter Seun Okinbaloye and the executive director of Ziaga Africa, Samson Itodo. In attendance were the All Progressive Congress National Chairman, Lentawa Yilwatda, and Labour Party's Interim National Chairman, Nenadi Usman, former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, Senator Ireti Kingigbe, among others. Amukunto appealed to Nigerians to manage expectations, saying the Commission would strive for excellence but could not promise perfection. Iran-US conflict may raise Nigeria's fuel prices. Energy experts and downstream operators have warned that Nigeria may witness a fresh increase in petrol and diesel prices if global crude oil prices surge above $90 per barrel amid escalating tensions between the United States and Iran. The warning comes as hostilities in the Middle East triggered fresh volatility in the global oil market, raising concerns about the vulnerability of Nigeria's domestic fuel pricing structure, despite the country's push for local refining. Recent checks across major cities indicate that petrol currently sells between 824 naira and 880 naira per litre, depending on location, logistics cost, and the markets are involved, following the latest price adjustment by the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. The development comes after the refinery reduced its petroleum gantry price by 25 naira per litre, lowering the ex-depot rate to 799 from 799 naira to 774 naira per litre in February 2026. Five energy experts in separate interviews on Sunday said the recent US-Iran conflict could have far-reaching effects on global crude oil prices, warning that any sustained escalation of hostilities, particularly around the strategic Strait of Hormuz, is already feeding risk premiums into the market. They all agree that the development could translate into higher fuel costs for consumers if the crisis deepens. Already, global crude oil prices rose by about 10% over the weekend, after several oil majors reportedly altered tanker movements near the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most principal energy transit routes, amid escalating hostilities in the Middle East. ICPC recovers wiretapping equipment from El-Rufai. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission said it recovered equipment allegedly capable of tapping conversations and sensitive security documents from the Abuja home of former Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The commission also said it obtained legal order from a magistrate court in Buhari in Federal Capital Territory to detain El-Rufai for 14 days, which is due to expire on Thursday. It denied allegations of arbitrary detention and repression of the former governor. The Commission has asked the High Court of Justice of the Federal Capital Territory to dismiss El Rufai's application alleging violation of his fundamental human rights. ICPC said the former governor asked corruption allegations to answer, including questions about the whereabouts of £1.4 million, 180 suspicious payments totaling 2,158,158,799,199 naira from a consolidated revenue account linked to Kaduna State IGR account and transfers to undisclosed accounts amounting to 424,122,180.18 among others. The commission confirmed that an aide of the former governor allegedly linked to the matter has left the country. ICPC made the claims in an affidavit deposed to by litigation officer David Ifako before the High Court of Justice and Federal Capital Territory, where El Rufai is seeking redress and release from detention. The commission said all the suspected items were retrieved in the presence of the former governor's wife, Adiza, and his son, Mohammed. The agency also alleged that the former governor declined to cooperate with investigators, opting to remain silent until he is brought before a court. Army Major: 10 terrorists killed in foreign attacks on military bases. Troops of the Joint Task Force Operation Kai repelled coordinated attacks by suspected ISWAP fighters on forward operating bases in Mayanti, Gajigana, and Gajirim in Borno State between February 28 and March 1, 2026. In a statement signed by the Media Information Officer, Headquarters Joint Task Force Operation Kai, Lieutenant Colonel Sonny Uba, the military said the attacks were successfully foiled, with troops retaining control of all positions. According to him, Fort Mayanti came under heavy attack on February 28, adding that troops repelled the assault and later recovered 5 bodies of the attackers. Troops of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Kai has once again demonstrated resilience and battlefield dominance by decisively foiling coordinated ISWAP attacks on Forbes, Mayanti, Gajigana, and Gajirim, while intensifying offensive operations across Sector 2. 5 of the terrorists were killed in Mayanti, 3 at Gajiram, and 2 during the Gajigana attacks. Uba also confirmed that an officer was killed during the encounter. NDLEA uncovers Met Laboratory in Imo. Arrest wanted drug baron. Operatives of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has uncovered a clandestine methamphetamine laboratory in Isiozo Obiota, Umuaka, in the Njaba local government area of Imo State. The agency said 18.4 kilograms of methamphetamine, large quantities of precursor chemicals and equipment used for the production of the illicit substances were recovered during the operation. The development was disclosed in a statement on Sunday by the agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi. According to the statement, the laboratory was dismantled on February 25, 2026. The NDLEA operatives in Imo State on Wednesday, February 25, 2026, dismantled the clandestine laboratory located at Iziozu Obiata, Umuaka in Njaba local government area, where 18.4 kilograms of methamphetamine were recovered alongside large quantities of precursor chemicals and equipment used in the production of the illicit substance, the statement read. In a related development, the agency announced the arrest of the wanted drug kingpin, Reginald Peter Chidebere, who has been hiding for 13 years over his alleged involvement in cocaine and heroin trafficking. Sports. Osimhen nets goal number 10 in Super League. Galatasaray forward Victor Osimhen continued his outstanding scoring run, netting his 10th league goal of the season while also providing an assist in Galatasaray 3-1 victory over Alanyaspor on Saturday. The Super Eagles star played a key role in Galatasaray maintained pressure in the Turkish Super League title race. This marked the second time this season that the former African Footballer of the Year has both scored and assisted in a single match. Osimhen's movement and link-up played with midfielder stretched Alanyaspor's defense, helping Galatasaray dominate possession and create early chances. The hosts broke deadlock late in the first half when defender Sacha Boy finished from close range after a well-timed pass from midfield orchestrator Lucas Torreira, giving Galatasaray a 1-0 lead at halftime. Alanyaspor responded after the restart, with striker Steve Monu heading home a cross from the right flank to make it 1-1 in the 49th minute. Galatasaray quickly regained control as Torreira finished clinically in a one-on-one situation to restore the lead at 2-1 in the 58th minute. Osimhen then sealed the victory in the closing stages, capitalizing on a defensive mistake from Alanyaspor goalkeeper Paulo Victor. He reacted fastest to a loose ball inside the box and fired home confidently to complete the 3-1 scoreline. The victory strengthened Galatasaray's position in the league standings as they continue their pursuit of domestic honours. That's the latest from the Turkish Super League here on Ifako Radio. Falcons fall to Cameroon in pre-WAFCON friendly. The Super Falcons of Nigeria suffered a narrow one-hole defeat to Cameroon women's national football team as goalkeeper comforts Erabor and forward Precious Christopher both made their senior international debut at the Stade Militaire de Yaoundé on Saturday. The 20-year-old Postpom FC women's goalkeeper started in goal and produced several crucial saves to keep the Super Falcons competitive. Head coach Justin Madugo named a strong starting lineup with captain Rasheedat Ajibade leading the side's attacking play from midfield. Both teams began cautiously, trading possessions with creating clear scoring opportunities in the early stages. The Super Falcons gradually grew into the game, enjoying longer spells of control, but struggling to break down Cameroon's organized defensive structure. The first half ended goalless after a tightly contested opening period. The second half followed a similar pattern, with Nigeria continuing to press forward in search of a breakthrough. Madugu introduced attacking chances in the 64th minute, replacing Ngozi Okobi and Omarisola Babajide with debutant Christopher and Folashade Ijami Lucy to add pace and creativity in the final third. Entertainment. Gospel singer Taiwo of Adegbodu Twins dies. Nigerian gospel singer Taiwo Adegbodu of the popular Adegbodu Twins is dead. Adegbodu's death was confirmed on Sunday morning on the duo's official first fans page on Facebook, managed by their management. Taiwo, why will you leave your kids and me without notification? My heart is bleeding. Lord, how do you want me to cope without him? God, why? This is too much for me to bear. The post read. Fellow gospel artist Esther Igbekele also confirmed the development in a post shared on her Instagram page. Igbekele posted the singer's photograph with the caption, Erinwo, Ajanokunsu Bioke, had to bear. Good night, bro. The cause of his death has yet to be disclosed as of the time of filing this report. His passing has thrown fans and members of the Christian music community into mourning. King Michi's management retracts death news, says she's okay. The management of a social media influencer Michelle Mukuru, popularly known as King Michi, has retracted its earlier announcement of her alleged death, clarifying that she is alive and in stable condition. It was reported that philanthropist and content creator King Michi recently announced that she renovated a dilapidated school in 6 days, suggesting that the project was proof that meaningful change could happen swiftly when there was genuine intent. However, she reportedly made comments widely interpreted as subtle jabs at Very Dark Man, who in turn accused her of being used as a political pawn to launder the image of President Bola Tinubu's administration. The controversy deepened after Very Dark Man alleged that Sheyi Tinubu, son of President Bola Tinubu, was financing Michi's philanthropic projects. The claim sparked heated debate on social media and further intensified the influencer's online backlash. Michi later said the sustained harassment led to the loss of her business Instagram account. The situation took a dramatic turn during a live video session on Friday, in which Michi, visibly distressed, appeared to consume a substance believed to be bleach, while viewers expressed concern and attempted to dissuade her. Her management later announced that she had passed away in a statement via her Instagram page. The post claimed that she died at Prime Care Hospital in Abuja and that medical efforts to revive her had been unsuccessful. It also requested privacy for her family during their time of grief. However, in a subsequent post on her Instagram page, her management reversed its earlier position, stating that she was alive and recovering. Mitchell is okay now, the post read. However, before the retraction, Prime Care Hospital swiftly denied the claim in a separate statement, saying the influencer was neither admitted nor died at its facility. The management of Prime Care Hospital wishes to inform the public that the announcement of the alleged death of Ms. Mukuro Mitchell, popularly known as King Michi, at her facility in Abuja is false. King Michi was never a patient in her hospital and did not pass away here. Recap of the major headlines. 2027 polls won't be Sorry for the break in transmission. Recap of the major headlines. 27 polls won't be 100% perfect. INEC chair wins. Iran-US conflict may raise Nigeria's fuel prices. ICPC recovers wiretapping equipment from El Rufai. Army Major 10 terrorists killed in board attacks on military bases. Sports. Osimhen nets goal number 10 in Super League. Falcons fall to Cameroon in pre-WAFCON friendly. Entertainment. Gospel singer Taiwo Obadepoju twins ties. King Michi's management retracts death news. Says she's okay. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, TikTok at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call our WhatsApp 091 2222 7433.